I am Aaron Neuwirth. I am a film critic and the editor-in-chief at We Live Entertainment. I host the podcast Out Now with Aaron and Abe, and I am a big Godzilla fan.
Hi, my name is Terence Johnson. I am a film critic as well at lenoirtour.net, and I have seen some Godzilla movies.
And together, we've decided we're starting a podcast called Two Black Guys Talk Godzilla. It's going to be a bi-weekly podcast, as in twice a month.
Yes.
Where Terrence and I will go over the entire Godzilla franchise.
Yeah. This is what do they call these things? Labors of love.
Yeah, exactly.
Labors of love ain't shit to go through the whole thing, but I am, this was brought about after, I feel like it was brought about after I saw -1. And I called you when I was on the back of the theater being like, how much I enjoyed that. And that sort of planted the seed in both of our minds to do something like this.
And of course, I can't go many hours without mentioning Godzilla in some capacity.
As you sit here in your Godzilla t-shirt.
And socks. And,
wow. Okay.
And my sweatshirt, my hoodies in the car.
Oh my gosh. You're on theme, because I'm not wearing any Godzilla merch.
But yeah, we figure let's talk about each Godzilla movie, most of which you'll be seeing for the first time, many of which I've seen many times, some that I've only seen a couple times, because there's 35 of these movies, and that's 38 of these movies. It's, I can't be watching all these all the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going to do an episode. Each episode should cover a Godzilla movie. We'll see what kind of special things we can do. There's a lot of Godzilla-related stuff out there that we could possibly get into, such as some of the animated series that have come out. Certainly kaiju-adjacent movies.
Yeah.
There's things like, there is, of course, like the Mothra movie. There is the War of the Gargantuas, which is very much within the realm of this whole spiel.
I'm finding out live.
Yeah, there's tangentially connected Godzilla-related things.
I'm finding out live.
Because if you thought we were going to lock ourselves down to just 38 episodes, you were wrong. Yeah. We will find a way to make this go as long as possible.
That's funny.
As of now, the show, we plan to launch it mid-March. That is an ideal time. Whether or not it happens, you'll know when the second episode is your show.
You sure will.
Right now, we will be setting all these up, but we're going to have a lot of handles because you got to be able to reach the show. We're going to be at Two Black Guys Talk Godzilla, whether it's on Blue Sky or X or Instagram, and whatever other socials we suddenly become popular to some degree.
Oh gosh, yeah. That's true.
So we'll have the handle set up for all those places. We'll see what else we can get into in that regard, whether we need like listener feedback or thoughts or any number of things.
I feel like we're gonna need a somewhat poorly photoshopped cover photo.
Oh yeah, it'll just be us, back to back, arms crossed, like we're in an '80s cop sitcom.
Yeah, and I know you love to do those. You do your summer movie gamble, and suddenly we all end up on a poster.
Well, while we're here, you've only seen so many Godzilla films.
I have.
You have a general impression of Godzilla.
Yes.
What would you say that entails?
Oh goodness, my general impression is shaped by the original, -1, and then all of like the American-made Godzilla movies, which you're talking about your Roland Emmerich one and in the legendary Warner Brothers collaborations. And so he has been either like a terrible, monstrous creature, or a somewhat reluctant hero, I guess we could say.
Fair.
And so I am intrigued to get into all of them and just see, what the vibe is now that, getting a fuller picture. Obviously, he was born out of sort of real world events, or the idea for that character was born out of real world events. But it's sort of grown and twisted and been shaped. So I am intrigued to see, where this will go, because there's like a particular giant gap in my Godzilla movie watching thing, and you have seen them all. The only thing I can really recall from one of the ones that I haven't seen is the whatever that gif of his sliding on his tail, like flying. I can't wait to get whatever movie that's from.
That's Godzilla versus Megalon. That's going to be like number, I think 12.
Okay,
like 12 or 13. Yeah.
So in 100 years when we finally get there, no. But I am excited to sort of dive into these because I was so shook. And this is a preview for Godzilla -1, which you'll hear in a minute, but like in a long while.
Godzilla -1, 2 years from now, we talk about that movie.
But like I was so shook by that movie that I like am kind of thrilled to revisit the other ones to see sort of.
Yeah, we're going to certainly have a range of conversations given the kinds of things these movies do. Where the first one's obviously more serious, but then they very quickly fall into camp or at least youth skewing. So, and obviously when you go from sobering drama that's a metaphor for the nuclear age versus what if he teamed up with other monsters and had a big wrestling match? Yeah, the tones are going to vary a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
There are a couple that do lean into certain social thematics at play. Godzilla versus the smog monster, aka Hedorah, which comes to mind as far as what it's doing in the realm of pollution and what have you.
Yeah.
And then obviously the recent Toho films, Shin Godzilla and Godzilla -1, they have a more serious tone, or at least there are things that pertain to reality that they're going after. But there's going to be a lot of silliness as well.
I'm excited.
And you're going to learn about a lot of different monsters. You're going to be like, oh, that's what Gigan looks like.
Yeah.
That's Anguirus.
Yeah, because I think of the monsters, I'm most familiar with Mothra, King Ghidorah,
and Rodan.
Rodan, yes. What was there's another. There was another one. I feel like there was another one in that particular movie. And whatever the Mutos.
Yeah, the Mutos.
I guess,
yeah.
Which I'll go ahead and say right now, I think it's such a silly name.
Well, it's a.
I can't. When we get
it's an acronym, of course.
When we get to that particular one, I can't wait to talk about that particular movie because I have a lot of thoughts. But yeah, I'm. Oh, and Mechagodzilla.
Of course, how can we forget? Yes, Mechagodzilla.
So excited to see and learn, and you are the preeminent super fan that I know. Godzilla, so it'll be exciting.
It all led to this, really. That's what it was at. When we started out now, when Abe and I started out now with Third Abe back in 2011, it was like, I hope this leads to me and a fellow black critic talking about Godzilla movies once I perfect my podcasting skills.
Yes, and here you are, a decade plus later, and are finally ready.
Training takes time.
Yes, it does.
Well, this should be exciting. 2 black guys talk Godzilla. Find us at 2 black guys talk Godzilla on all the socials. We shall return with our first episode covering 1954's Godzilla Gojira, directed by Ashiro Honda. Yeah,
exciting.